Hello everyone, welcome to story time for this week. Before we read our story, I just wanted to say I hope you've had a fantastic week off and that you've had lots of chance to play in the sun and enjoy the sunshine. Our story this week is called Knights and Dragons Unite. What do you think the story is going to be about? The noble knights of Stumbart were the bravest in the land. They trained to fight the dragons with their swords and shields in hand. Oh, they must be very brave. Sir Gorrel was uncomfortable with swords and angry steeds. He found it all too scary and preferred to do good deeds. He looks very grumpy here. The mighty Dracton dragons were the fiercest in the world. They trained to fight the knights with giant flames that blazed and swirled. Which one's your favourite dragon? I like this one down here. Young Arista disliked the flames which scorched as they shot by. She found it all too scary and preferred the cooling sky. One morning, while the knights were all in training for a fight, the Gorrel slipped away towards the woods and out of sight. And as the dragons roared and shot their flames into the air, it got too much for Arista, who crept out of the lair. The Gorrel skipped along till something stopped him in his tracks. "Hello, is someone there?" he called, unable to relax. Sir Gorrel saw a dragon with a blue and scaly snout. "Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!" said the two of them together with a shout. "Oh, I would never hurt you," they both responded. They were both very confused. The presence of a friendly foe had left them quite bemused. "Don't worry," said Sir Gorrel. "I'm just keeping out the way, as fighting makes me nervous and they're practicing today." "Oh, it looks like they spent a nice time together. They're even playing on the swings." "Me too," responded Arista. "I find the flames too hot. I hate the fact that dragons have to breathe them such a lot. If only we weren't enemies, we wouldn't need to fight. Maybe if we worked together, things would just be all right." Then suddenly, Sir Gorrel turned to Arista and said, "Forget this silly training. Let's put on a show instead." What a fantastic idea. They put their heads together and devised a cunning scheme to join the knights and dragons into one united team. They laughed and worked all afternoon with growing hopeful grins. This plan could bring a peaceful truce where everybody wins. Oh, gotta make sure that somebody wins. They headed for the castle where the knights all gazed in shock. Why do you think they're shocked? "How did you catch a dragon?" asked the biggest knight, Sir Jock. "I didn't," said Sir Gorrel. "She's scary." "She's not scary. She's my friend. We've come up with a plan to bring our squabbles to an end." Then Arista took flight as she did. Her plan was very clear. The banner flew behind them and Sir Gorrel gave a cheer. The message in the sky said, "Knights and dragons all unite. Join forces for a friendship building talent show tonight." They headed next to Dracton Lair to show off their new plan. The dragon shouted, "Arista, how did you catch this man?" "I didn't," she responded. "He's not scary, he's my friend. We've come up with a plan to bring our squabbles to an end." Then Arista flew back towards the village from the wood and headed for the castle where the great arena stood. They worked until the sun went down and left a dusky glow, preparing all the things they need for putting on a show. Wow, looks like a fun show. There might be some tricks ahead. The knights back at the castle huddled tightly in a scrum. The show seemed odd to many, but it did appeal to some. "I do quite like to juggle," said Sir Thea with a smirk. "And I've been known to dance a wicked rumba," said Sir Perk. That must be Sir Perk who is dancing. Whoa! The dragons back at Dracton were all huddled in a scrum. The show seemed odd to many, but it did appeal to some. "I'm quite good at singing," Ruxley mentioned, feeling rather shy. And Cloudy said, I might give writing poetry a try. So Gorell went with Arista upon the empty stage. The audience consisted of a donkey and a page. At least we tried, said Arista. I guess they don't just don't care. But then as she was talking, laughter filled the air. They looked up to the sky and saw the most amazing sight. A host of flying dragons, each one carrying a knight. Sophia called, I guess that we can give this thing a go. It's worth a try, said Maddox. Now let's get on with the show. This makes me laugh down here. The audience were captured by a Capella squires, and Maddox and Sir Trundlefoot did somersaults on wires. A group of street performers brought the house down with a roar, and Knit United knitted like they'd never done before. Their lives were much more wholesome, with new talents and new friends. They realised that life becomes more fun when fighting ends. Wasn't that a lovely story? I wonder what your favourite part was.